Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Today's video we're going to talk about doing contracts in the Tier 2 zone solo and ways that you can try to pull this off. Even if you don't go in solo, if you're in with a group, you can still do the same methods. But the rewards are so much better, quote unquote, and I just want to highlight how I do some things when I go in. Now, these videos I'm actually going to be using some of the Modern Warfare 2 guns, specifically submachine guns, the ISO 45, and also I'm going to be using the Lockman Shroud. And it's going to be a varying of a PAP 2 or a PAP 3 in this case, and either a rare or an epic tool. Now, to be honest, if you're going to go into Tier 2, you kind of need to have that. The reason I was using these older guns is because I was working on camos and just decided to highlight some of the things I do. So, for the first one, I'm going to look at the RaidWeaponStash contract. It's on the south side of the map. It's right here, right about in the middle. You can see that's in the F7, I think it was. But the contract you pull, it's right here in this little bus stop little thing here. And I want to show you something that's kind of sneaky here. So the thing about RaidWeaponStash is the zombies come at you from different directions. But I'm going to take this LTV I have and I'm going to park it right in front of that door. So what that does is I can back myself in. Now obviously you don't want to back yourself into too many corners, but you can back yourself in so that you can have better control of which ways the zombies are coming in. Now here I'm using the RPK with a green tool as a pack 1, and as you can see it gets a little hectic there. That's why I said earlier that you should really be coming in here with at least an epic or a rare, and then you oppose it with a crystal that's either weak or strong comparatively. So if you come in with a rare tool, you're going to want a higher PAP crystal, or at least a higher level gun. Here I have a pack 1 that has a legendary tool, so that helped clean up the mess that the RPK couldn't take care of. But again, I've got a car back behind me, as you can see on the mini-map, and now all I've got to do is pay attention to that door, and occasionally there's going to be some zombies that spawn inside the room with you. But for the most part, all you've got to do is focus on your to the right and directly in front of you from this position, and you can maintain control pretty well of anything that's coming in after you. If you do get overwhelmed, make sure you've got either a decoy or you have your field upgrade open that helps you get out of sticky situations. But using even these Modern Warfare 2 submachine guns, I'm able to keep control of the area well enough, since I've only got those 2 access points that they can come in at. I really like submachine guns in this case because, the RaidWeaponStash is a contract that's about control. You're given a limited amount of space that you have to operate in, and you got to kind of keep that area locked down. Submachine guns in this case are great for it. Auto rifles work as well. Battle rifles, marksmen, LMGs, they're a little bit more range based, so anything short range is going to help you out here. But as you can see there, I was able to maintain a lot of control, kept things from getting out of hand. Always make sure that you clear the enemies before you stick your head in a reward rift, because even though that explosion, when it finishes, they don't always get killed. So keep an eye on that. So now we're going to look at a second RaidWeaponStash that spawns in Tier 2. Before we do that, though, check this out, man. I jumped in this LTV. Man, that dog tanked that. I can't believe he did that. But back to the RaidWeaponStash. This one is over on the left side, or the western side of the map. It's right around D4 in that area. To pull the contract, you're going to go to this little fire station here. And one thing I like to do is I like to pull off to the side here and go in through one of the windows to get the contract. Zombies do not use windows. They're good at doors, and they can jump certain barriers. But for some reason, they never use windows. So that's a good route of escape. And for this one, it's right next to the building you pull it in. There's that door there that they can get into, and another one on the other side. So there's only 2 points of entry. And I'm going to take my LTV and I'm going to park it right up against this door here. And you can see the nose of the truck's fully over the door. And that's going to block this area off. So now I only got one route of entrance for them. They can only come in through the door on the opposite side here. So when I go inside, I know that I can post up over into this corner right around in here. Now they do spawn in this room sometimes, very few, but they will spawn inside the room, and they can spawn over here by this door, but they won't be coming in it. So we're going to go ahead and get this started. Take a position up here, and I'm going to hold this ground and just kind of peek to the right and to the left. Now, luckily I've got the depth perception, so I can see them as they're moving around. But if you don't have that, just keep your eye on that door. That's going to be their main entry point. So here we are, just tagging them as they come in. Now, another thing to consider is if you're doing this method where you've blocked off one of the entrances, that doesn't mean there's going to be less zombies. It just means they're all going to come in one area. So you've got to be real careful about managing your ammo and making sure that you only reload when you've got a clear spot. See, here I'm getting low. Excuse me. And now I've got to reload, and this dog comes in. So I killed him right on me. I don't want to give up my position, so I'm going to tank this damage from his fire and maintain my spot. You can do that to a certain point. Be a judge of it. But yeah, we'll tank that damage. Now here, you can see I haven't had too many things coming in. I get a moment to plate up. I'll pick up some of the stuff on the ground. And then here I get this max ammo. The good thing about that is it not only refills your backup ammo, but it refills your gun at the same time. So that was nice. Very timely to get that. But here we got a good crowd that came in. That guy got close. But as you can see, didn't get really pressed that hard. Dog came in. I'm going to check, make sure. Yeah, I think we're okay. We look inside. It'd be nice to take the RGL, not bad, but much better is the schematics that you can pull out of Tier 2 contracts. So moving on to the next raid weapon stash, it's over here on the left-hand side of the map, right around in the D6, just at the top of D6. And this is another good one that only has 2 points of entry. They can spawn inside with the room that you're in, but there's 2 main hallways, one of which we can block off with the truck. And let's clear these guys out. There we go. One more. Okay. Pick these things up just to get them away. And the contract is right in here. And it shows up in that big ruined building off to the left. So we're going to take the truck up. We're going to drive over here, and we're going to block this entrance that's along this side of the street. Just pull in here, nice and easy. Make sure we get it lined up. You want it to be almost exactly in the center. Truck drifted a little there, so there, that's good. And now we'll go inside. We'll actually start this contract, and we're going to take a position where we can see both hallways. Right here in this corner. Even though they can't come in that door, with a truck blocking it, they can come into this little door because they will spawn in that room. But for the most part, they're going to be coming down this way. So you just want to peek off to the left every so often just to see. I like to keep that door closed so that you can hear it get busted open when the if a zombie does come out that way. Doesn't always work, but it's what I try to do. And you'll see here shortly that I get a little too excited about shooting these guys. Didn't hear that door get busted open. And now I start getting my butt kicked as I'm reloading. So, just use some movement, some evasion, and now we're going to get back into it. Once we get it clear, we'll get a plate or 2 in, deal with the guys that are up front here, check, kill this guy, and this one. And now we've got time to get the plates in and do ammo. If you have to choose between ammo and plates, always choose ammo, because yeah, it's the better choice between the two. Looks clear. We'll get that 3rd plate in. Now we're back in control. And the dog. And there we go. Contract completed. So I didn't get pressed too hard except for that one lady that came through. Go ahead and grab this. Nobody outside. Pick up any plates that you can find. Get refilled on ammo. Then we'll go in. We'll check the rift. Oh, there's a plate there. That's cool. Nothing in there. But we'll see what we got in the rift, and we'll check the safe I don't really think I've ever gotten too many cool things out of those safes. Yeah, we'll use Death Perception. Yeah, the trend continues. So the next one we're looking at is right around in like the G6-7 area. It's over here by this radio tower is where you pick up the contract. And unlike the other ones that I've shown you, this one's a little more open. It's this garage here. So there's a door that I'm pulling the truck up to, which I'm going to block off. Nice, and there we go. And always make sure you clear out anything that's tailing you before you start the contract. And I'm going to go through the window because, again, zombies don't use windows. And we know this door here on the left we don't have to worry about, but they can come through any one of those 3 garage doors, or like they're doing here, they can come through a door at the end. So we're going to start this up, make sure we're clear. Oh, still got some friends. And we'll start this up. She starts kicking my butt. But we take care of her, and we're going to back into this corner, and we're just going to watch these 2 doors, plus that door with the truck in it, and the door to the far right. We don't have to worry about this area. Nothing's going to come in here. And there we go. Contract completed. Now sometimes when you get a large group of killing done in one spot, it's kind of difficult to get the reward rift without picking everything up off the ground. So I just maneuvered a little bit. We'll see what's in there. Yeah, not too great. And we'll check in here. So now I know what you're saying is, what if you can't block off an area? And here in F6 is the final RaidWeaponStash contract that you can get in Tier 2. And it spawns right here in this little alcove, and that's the building right there that it's going to be in, which has multiple entrances, and you really can't block off, any one of them is not going to be all that helpful. One's not better than any of the others. So for this one, we're not going to be able to block anything off. We're just going to have to rely on ourselves. And we know our entrances to the left, right. There's this door here. There's this. And then the one that we came into. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it up. And now I'm just going to keep moving. I don't want to remain stationary. And you don't have to do super slides and all sorts of crazy stuff. Just kind of keep moving. And what you're doing is you're checking these doorways. You want to see them when they're farther back so that they aren't up on you. And it gives you time to react to them. So here, they're clear there. Okay, so now I see guys coming in, and I saw some going to the left. So I know, got one behind me. But the trick here is just keep moving and react when you hear doors. Now that lady hit me there. So I just took off running to get some distance. She was a sprinter, so that's how she was able to move into me so quick. But once you get hit, don't try to turn and engage. Just get some distance. Get some space between you and whatever's hitting you. Take care of it. And then you'll have time to replate, re-ammo if you have to. But as you can see, just moving around. Not doing anything too crazy. Checking these doors. Oh, saw the dog from a distance. That's good. Got some more friends. Another dog, another dog. Alright, got a little heavy there. Move past. Turn around and engage. So yep, just keep your eyes on the doors, keep your eye on the entryways, and just use your movement to help create gaps between you and the zombies themselves. Good chance to plate up when it's a little quiet. Turn and engage. Now that guy there dropped a nuke, which will be very helpful, but I don't want to use it right now because there's really nothing in here. So I'm just going to kind of sit on it and wait, and if things start to get a little heavy or a little out of control, then I know I've got that to where I can just run over, hit that, and clear up some space. It starts to get a little heavy here, and I see it blinking, so I'm like, you know what, let me hit it before it goes away. Didn't make it. But it's alright, we were under control. Didn't have any problems with this one. Continue to move. Now the manglers moved in on us. And you'll see this guy here who was running at me. He got hit with that cryo freeze. It's one of the better ammo mods in my opinion, especially for something like this. Because it gives you space. It gives you time. And that's something that's usually pretty lacking as far as what you could do. But there you go, guys. That's how to do them when you can't block an entryway and you have to do it solo, and just go for it. So that's it for this video, folks. I hope this helps. If you enjoy the content, please give me a like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment, and we're going to be doing all the other contracts that you can do in Tier 2. Similar videos with this, hopefully just to help you guys get used to or understand good ways to get these contracts done, whether you're solo or whether you're in a team. So with that, guys, have a good one, take care, and I'll see you out there.